Governor Tate Reeves calls himself playing chess in this gubernatorial election. But it's up to the real ones to pull a checkmate on Tate Reeves and send his ass home. And see, this joker trying to get real slick by using black faces, black people as pawns in his strategy to retain uh, his role as this state's governor. And I implore the real ones throughout the state of Mississippi, black, white, Latinos, all, Asians as well, don't fall for this shit. Don't fall for it. What you talking about, Ferg? I'm about to tell y'all what I'm talking about. I'm about to tell you what I'm talking about. But before I do, make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I am your homeboy first, and this is the realest, most entertaining show in the game. Put it on something. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share, share, share. Put all your people on. This is that real shit. Okay? You ain't gonna hear this type of shit nowhere else. But let's handle this quickly, okay? Representative Angela Cockerham has been featured in a very prominent campaign ad for Governor Tate Reeves, okay? She says that she's an independent. She says that she disagrees with Governor Tate Reeves about much. But she says that Tate Reeves gets things done. You know, that, he stepped up for the hospitals. That he did this game-changing teacher pay raise. I talked about how much bullshit that is on my prior segment, okay, about Brandon Presley versus Tate Reeves. Make sure you go look at that, okay? And she says that Tate Reeves has her vote, okay? Now, some real ones have been highly disturbed by Representative Cockerham being featured in this campaign ad, not only because she's black, but also because she's a Jackson State graduate. And we know that Jackson State and Jackson as a whole has been through a lot. Since Tate Reeves has been in office, whether it be as governor or shit, that motherfucker was lieutenant governor for ever as well. He did 8 years of that shit. And we've seen a water crisis that has made nationwide news. We've seen continued calls for Jackson State University to get what it's due, along with all of the state's HBCUs that have been historically underfunded. Okay. We've seen infrastructure problems across the board in the city of Jackson. But now you got a Jackson State graduate being featured in one of Governor Reeves' most prominent campaign ads. Now, she's not the only one. You had another brother previously now. I think this brother was from the coast and supposedly a teacher, okay? I don't know if it was an active portrayal or if this was a real teacher or not, okay? But in the campaign, there was a black man supposed to be a teacher and, hailing Tate Reeves. Who they trying to fool, y'all? Who they trying to fool? Let me tell you who they trying to fool. They are trying to fool white people. They are trying to fool that suburban white mom, the white mom who lives in Madison, the white mom who lives in Flowood, who They got black girlfriends and stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about? They're cool with the black woman that worked, who they both work at UMC as a nurse, and they're cool with them, okay? But they feel a little easy about voting for Tate Reeves because of his ties to the Confederacy. He's champion of Confederate History Month and all this kind of bullshit. He's one of them good old boys. But see, to have these two black faces say that he's okay, he's all right, he's with us. Tate's hoping that gives those kind of white moms out there comfort to say, it's okay, I can go vote for Tate Reeves. I'm not a racist if I vote for Tate Reeves. Or I'm not co-signing a white supremacist if I vote for Tate Reeves. Because look, this black person said he's okay. Telling my white brothers and sisters out here, which my demographics show not many that watch me. But for y'all real ones who work with them, okay, who cool with them, after work, y'all go have a few drinks. Better tell them, don't be fooled by this bullshit. Don't be fooled. Because if Tate Reeves in the Mississippi Republican Party or the National Republican Party truly wanted the black vote, they would denounce white supremacy in all its fucking forms. Not only in word, but also in their motherfucking deeds. That's what they would do. That's what they would do. And then we can actually get some shit done in this country, because then the elections wouldn't just be polarized based off race and shit like that. We can really just talk the issues. But when you got one party that literally sits up here and is like an unwritten rule for them that we are the white man's party, just like the Southern Democrats used to be, okay? And see, some of these motherfuckers out here, you fall for this bullshit. Well, you listen to an old Malcolm X speech and you hear Malcolm X go off about the Democrats, but your ass, I guess you stop reading history right there and don't know that the Southern Democrats that Malcolm X was snapping about, aka the Dixiecrats, they left the Democratic Party and moved into the Republican Party. After the Civil Rights Movement, they said, fuck the Democratic Party. And they switched. The Southern strategy that Richard Nixon used, that Ronald Reagan used, that George Herbert Walker Bush used, that shit worked perfectly. And so they left. But when they were Southern Democrats, the number one thing was to defend white supremacy. And now that they become Southern Republicans, they are still on that bullshit. You can see it based on the policies or lack thereof, lack of policies to aid the Mississippi Delta, to truly aid Jackson, Mississippi. You see it. You see it when these motherfuckers try to pass laws to hinder our ability to vote. You see it. You see it in the way that they talked about President Obama when he was in office and talked about his family, the racist shit. You see it. You see it. So if these motherfuckers truly wanted the black vote, they wouldn't just get a couple of black folks and put in them motherfucking commercials. They would denounce systemic racial discrimination in all its forms. But they ain't what they want to do. They want to act like that shit don't even exist. When you bring it up, a person like me, when I bring that shit up, what they call it, say, you woke. Oh, it's a war on woke. If you point out systemic racial discrimination. They up here threatening to fire teachers for teaching the fucking truth about it. I ain't talking about no, this is Mississippi, this shit going on. They're banning books in Mississippi because of this shit. We had a state superintendent. Oh, he didn't get the job. A potential state superintendent, a black man, who these folks ran off They accused him of being woke, and he ain't had no evidence, just that he was black. So don't let this motherfucker Tate Reeves run these folks on these goddamn campaign ass up here and make you think that he's all right. No, the fuck he's not. And Representative Cockerham and that other motherfucker needs to stop giving comfort to the white supremacists in the governor's mansion. And if he's not a white supremacist, he shows give aid and comfort to him. He doesn't mind the good old boy system. That system must be changed. Put it on some.
Please subscribe to my daddy's YouTube channel, because the more subscribers he gets, the more attractive he looks to sponsors. The more attractive he looks to sponsors, the more money he can make. And the more money he can make, the more money he can spend on me.